Good Tuesday morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are you?
The pressure's on. You said I got to be done in 10 minutes.
I know. It's like, you're used to that with TV.
We're used to like dealing in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So, we'll be done in 10 minutes.
That's what it's supposed to be. I mean,
Might do it twice and still have extra time.
nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, it's a little bit of extra. That's why we call it the weather extras. A little bit of an extra look at your weather than you get on.
And I think, with the conditions from the storms back on Thursday, there are some folks, they just still don't have power. This is how they're seeing us.
Actually, the light down here is still out.
Okay.
You want to know what's really hard to do?
What?
A 5-lane road as a 4-way stop. Apparently.
There are some people who don't want to follow the rules.
There are no rules.
Well, there are.
According to them.
Well, yeah. It's,
Anyway.
Survival of the fittest.
Just make sure you're careful
first
out
come,
there.
first serve, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so so be careful out there. Weather-wise today, I mean, we do have the mention of a thunderstorm in the forecast, but nothing severe. But this is a caveat, and we've been talking about this all morning. You get a thunderstorm even though it's not severe. There are a lot of trees that are damaged, that maybe the limbs haven't come down yet, and you get some gusty winds. I mean, there could be some trees that come down today and not, because the storms are bad, but just enough wind to kind of bring them down, because we really haven't had a lot of wind since back Thursday night.
Right.
So, just want to point that out, not saying that's going to happen, but you don't know what's going on up in the tree until it comes falling down towards the ground. This is our 5-day rainfall. Notice some of us, it's not showing much, if anything, especially south of Jackson, the Lansing area, maybe 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain, and that is all centered around today.
Oh.
Actually, this afternoon and this evening. So once we get past today, it should be dry weather for Sunday or for Wednesday. We go through Saturday. Sunday and Monday look dry too.
Good.
And
holiday weekend.
It's going to be a good holiday weekend, and it's going to be a very summer-like weekend too, with much warmer temperatures in place for the weekend. We take a look right now at our Meridian Company Capital City Skycam. Clear skies out there. We have 59 degrees in Lansing, so pretty nice in Lansing. It's a beautiful morning in Jackson, where we have a current temperature of 55. But before you go venturing out of the house, especially if you're going to be out for a good chunk of the day, take along an umbrella.
I did grab my umbrella this morning.
Very good. We do have some showers this morning. We've got a cold front that is working its way south across the state. There's actually a trough of low pressure and then a cold front. And between the two, we've got the chance of scattered showers and the small chance of a thunderstorm. Put this into motion. Notice it's not raining the entire time, but at lunchtime, some of us could be dodging a few drops of rain already. We get to the early evening hours, still the chance of a shower, slight chance of a thunderstorm. And then, once we get past, let's say, 8 o'clock or so, the threat of rain is pretty much gone. So things will be improving for us as we head throughout the night. Now, I do think our computer model, not showing it, but I think just some cooler air moving in. We will have some clouds in place across the area tonight, and those clouds do thin out tomorrow. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. If you need to get the long cut, do it this morning. 68 at 10 a.m., noon, partly cloudy. Some of us could have a shower, 74 degrees. 4 p.m. showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Not a for certain thing, though, 72, and we're right around 67 at 8 p.m. Here we go.
That's a good Friday.
I mean, Wednesday, 69, a little bit cooler. Thursday, low 70s. Friday, we have some sun, should be 80 degrees. When the football game begins in the evening, we're talking, it's probably going to be in the low to mid 70s, so great weather for that. Saturday, we start to turn the heat up, 84, 89 on Sunday, and Monday for Labor Day, I would almost label that as hot.
I would.
Yeah, we're going to be in the low 90s.
At this point in the year, yeah.
The humidity more than likely is not going to be too bad, but something we need to watch out for then. Now, I pulled all of these up because I just want to run through them real quick. This is the DTE energy outage map. Still outages eastern sections, northeastern Ingham County, kind of centered around where we saw the tornado, and that kind of stretches into, I'm trying to push your button here, but it's actually requiring me to do something on this end, and I'm not used to that.
You're not.
I am not. So, there's still some outages there, although it does not look as bad as it did yesterday. We're still dealing with quite a few outages around Grand Ledge or just west of Grand Ledge towards Potterville. Of course, Potterville schools will close down again today. And then we have a couple of outages there right along the part of Livingston County there, actually. So, that we have that going on. And the Board of Water and Light, things are looking, well, I know I brought it up here.
Right there.
There it is. I mean, there's still a lot, but if you look real close at the numbers, it's like 1 or 2 or 3. And a lot of those are, the feed into the house is down, and the owners of the home need to have something done before they can hook them back up. So.
And I believe where it says customers affected up top, I believe when I looked on Saturday, it was up to 16,000 at one point. So
they're saying active outages 408. I mean, that was in the tens of thousands, I believe, on Saturday. So things, they have improved quite a bit there. Of course, the big story is our friend the hurricane.
I have it up over here. I was just wondering.
We'll bring it up there. It's like
I can't. This doesn't.
Idelia. It's that we've been getting all these different pronunciations. It was a tropical storm. It was just kind of spinning there over the eastern. I should have put it into my graphics, and I'm sorry about that.
You should have.
Well, I thought about it, and then we were busy doing other things. It was a tropical storm until 5 a.m., and that's when it officially became a hurricane. Winds of 75 miles per hour, so it's Category 1 right now. Areas just north of Tampa, I think, is really where it's going to make its way inland, and could be a 3.
Can I show this?
Yeah, I don't know why you cannot.
So we had a question yesterday, how bad the winds were on Thursday.
Well, it depended on where you were, and we've had folks from a lot of different towns, and sadly, we don't get wind speeds from a lot of different places, but at the airport in Lansing, which, is the official number, 71 mile per hour wind gusts there. So I would think it was that or more in places like Grand Ledge. And we had
you have a hurricane that's at 80.
Well, it's at 80 right now. When that makes landfall as a Category 3, I mean, we're probably talking like 115 or so.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a pretty major deal. That path is a little farther north than it was 24 hours ago.
This one? This red one?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But, really, anywhere from Tampa towards Tallahassee, kind of under the gun with this. It is expected to, once it gets over land, it loses some of its strength. But then it'll be a tropical storm just kind of bouncing along the coast of the Carolinas. So
will we see any remnants of that?
I do not think so. I think it's going to make its way back out over the Atlantic. And there is a much bigger hurricane out there right now, but it's just in the middle of the Atlantic. It's called Franklin.
It can stay there.
And that's, I mean, it's really no threat to land. Although along the East Coast right now, they do have some pretty good waves going on from Franklin.
Well, we were just talking, the producers were, and Amaya were in here talking. A lot of Florida is still recovering from Ian, which was not even a year ago.
And this is a little farther north.
Okay.
Is the way it looks right now, but obviously with hurricanes, they do what they want. The waters in the Gulf are very, very warm, which is kind of the fuel for these hurricanes. So it was in that slightly cooler water. It was a tropical storm. It's going to intensify rapidly today. Late tonight, tomorrow morning is more than likely when it will make landfall. So
check on your Florida friends if you have
and you know what? We have a lot of viewers who watch our digital in Florida.
We do, and we have a lot of viewers who. This is how I realized I needed to bring an umbrella today. I looked at, like many people, when I got up for work, I looked at what was going to be happening when I got out of work, and I looked at.
Well, you know your priorities then.
I looked at the 5 o'clock forecast, and it said it was going to be raining, so I brought my umbrella.
And if you're going to the Lugnuts game, don't let the threat of rain kind of spook you away from the game tonight. I mean, we had a rain icon on there. If there is rain, it should be in and out. And we're talking, less than a quarter of an inch of rain today, so I don't think that'll cause any problems. Is that your 10-minute alarm?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Everyone, we got to get out of here. She's going somewhere.
I'm not. Anyway, that is how you can get your up-to-date forecast right to your phone. It's easy to use. It is free. It's very, very helpful.
Justin will have an update on the hurricane and our local weather on News 10 today at 11 a.m. over on the TV side, and he'll be here with you around 2.
He'll be here with Taylor around 2.
Okay.
Yes. But
you
were so close. You were so close. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you later.